Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. In this video you are going to see 50 important MCQs from genetics. They may be useful for your DL preparation, JL preparation, AP set, NET, MSET, NEET. Let's see the questions one by one. Let's see the first question. Double trisomes have a genetic constitution of. Options are 2n plus 2, 2n plus 1 plus 1, 2n plus 1, 2n minus 2. So double trisomes they are consisting 2n plus 1 plus 1 genomic constitution. Let's see the next question. When genotype of haploid pollen and diploid pistil determine incompatibility, it is known as. Options are gametophytic self-incompatibility, sporophytic self-incompatibility, heteromorphic self-incompatibility, homomorphic self-incompatibility. For this, the correct answer is gametophytic self-incompatibility. Let's see the next question. Here you have to match the list 1 with list 2. So two lists are given. You have to match them with correct answer. So first list consisting gene action, type of gene action, and second list consisting phenotypic segregation. You have to match the list 1 with list 2. So I'm going to match. So 9 is to 6 is to 1 ratio is nothing but polymeric gene action ratio. So these are from interaction of genes. So 12 is to 3 is to 1 is nothing but epistatic gene interaction, that is nothing but masking of gene action. So 9 is to 3 is to 4 is related to supplementary gene action. 13 is to 3 is nothing but it is related to inhibitory gene action. So for this the correct answer is first one is the correct answer. A, B, C, D is the correct answer. Let's see the next question. In neurospora, when a single crossover occurs between two loci, that is capital A, capital B, small b, in the tetrad stage after chromosomal replication, the frequency of recombinant products in ascospores would be. Options are 25%, 50%, 75%, 100%. So for this the correct answer is, so after one crossing over occurs, so there will be chances for the production of recombinant products, that is up to 50%. Let's see the next question. Consider the following statements. So segmental allopolyploids are the polyploids in which the chromosomes are derived from different genomes. The chromosomes from multivalents during meiosis. The genomes involved are not quite different from one another. So these three statements are given. So you have to pick the correct statements among them. Okay, so options are given 1 and 2 only, 1 and 3 only, 2 and 3 only, 1, 2, 3 statements. So for this the correct answer is 2 and 3 statements are correct. Correct statements. Let's see the next question. Which of the following statements accurately describes the Bohr body? Options are: it is a heterochromatinized Y chromosome found in female mammals. It is a euchromatinized X chromosome found in male mammals. It is a heterochromatinized X chromosome found in female mammals. So it is a euchromatinized Y chromosome found in male mammals. For this, the correct answer is it is a heterochromatinized X chromosome found in female mammals, that is nothing but Bohr body. Let's see the next question. Which of the following statements accurately describes the relationship between the number of Bohr bodies and the number of X chromosomes in a typical human cell? Options are: the number of Bohr bodies is always equals to the number of X chromosomes. The number of Bohr bodies is always 1 less than the number of X chromosomes. The number of Bohr bodies is always 1 more than the number of X chromosomes. The number of Bohr bodies is always half the number of X chromosomes. For this, the correct answer is the number of Bohr bodies is always equals to the number of X chromosomes. Let's see the next question. Which one of the following is the main cause of the lower yield of F2 generation than the F1 generation following hybridization between two inbreed lines of maize? Options are heterosis, luxuriance, inbreeding depression, heterobeltiosis. For this, the correct answer is so inbreeding depression. Okay. Let's see the next question. Leon's hypothesis connected with. Options are number of Bohr bodies, number of genomes, number of Y chromosomes, number of genes. So for this the correct answer is number of Bohr bodies. So Leon's hypothesis is related to the number of Bohr bodies. Let's see the next question. The coupling and repulsion hypothesis was put forth by. Options are Bateson, Morgan, Sharp, John Belling. For this, the correct answer is Bateson. Let's see the next question. Haplodiploidy method of sex determination, where males develop from unfertilized haploid eggs and females developed from fertilized diploid eggs, is found in. Options are Drosophila melanogaster, Caenorhabditis elegans, Apis mellifera, Homo sapiens. So haplodiploidy method of sex determination is found in Apis mellifera, nothing but honeybees. Let's see the next question. Hybrid vigor in artificial tobacco hybrids was first reported by. Options are G.H. Shull, Colereter, Davenport, Collins. Hybrid vigor, so nothing but heterosis, was first reported by the scientist Colereter. Let's see the next question. In male honeybees, they are called drones, which are haploid. Sperm produced through. Options are meiosis 1, meiosis 2, mitosis, binary fission. For this, the correct answer is in honeybees, sperms are produced through the mitosis only. Let's see the next question. Which of the following factors are involved in the formation of new species? Options are isolation and mutation, competition and variation, isolation and competition, competition and mutation. For this, the correct answer is isolation and mutation. So let's see the next question. In the marine worm Bonellia, if the larva develop freely in the water without contact with an adult female, they become. Options are males, females, intersex individuals unable to develop. So they become females when they develop, the larva develop freely without the contact of female one, they becomes females. Okay, let's see the next question. Which one of the following is the carrier of cytoplasmic male sterility factor in crop plants? Options are cytoplasmic RNA, ribosomal RNA, chloroplast DNA, mitochondrial DNA. The correct answer is mitochondrial DNA. Let's see the next question. In cattle, a sterile female calf born as a twin with a male calf is called as. Options are hybrid, mule, free martin, clone. So that is called as free martin. Let's see the next question. In Labrador retrievers, coat color is determined by two genes. The capital B allele codes for black pigment and small b allele codes for brown. A second gene, capital E, determines whether the pigment is deposited in the hair. The capital E allele allows pigment deposition while small e results in a yellow coat regardless of the capital B allele. This is an example of. Options are codominance, incomplete dominance, epistasis, pleiotropy. For this, the correct answer is epistasis. Here, the one gene is masking the expression of the other gene. So that's why in small e condition that expressing yellow regardless of the B allele. Okay, so that's why it is comes under epistatic gene. Okay. Let's see the next question. Crisscross inheritance is a characteristic pattern of inheritance typically observed with. Options are autosomal dominant genes, autosomal recessive genes, Y-linked genes, X-linked genes. For this, the correct answer is, so crisscross inheritance is also called as X-linked inheritance. Let's see the next question. Two genes A and B, capital A and capital B, are involved in the same biochemical pathway. Capital A dominant allele A is necessary for the production of an intermediate compound, and a dominant allele B is needed to convert this intermediate into final product. Capital A plant with the genotype small b will have a different phenotype than a plant with the genotype a, capital B, small b. This is an example of. Options are given: complementary gene, duplicate gene action, polygenic inheritance, linkage. So this is called complementary gene action. So when the two genes come together, they are expressing one character. So that is called complementary gene action. Let's see the next question. Hemophilia A genetic bleeding disorder, is caused by a deficiency in which clotting factor? Options are factor 9, factor 7, factor 8, factor 11. For this, the correct answer is factor 8. Hemophilia A is caused due to the deficiency of factor 8. Let's see the next question. Kernel color in wheat is controlled by three genes, each with two alleles that have additive effects. This results in a range of kernel colors from white to dark red. This is an example of. Options are pleiotropy, polygenic inheritance, codominance, linkage. For this, the correct answer is polygenic inheritance is the correct answer. Here, three genes, they are controlling kernel color in wheat. So that's why this is comes under a category polygenic inheritance. Let's see the next question. Hemophilia B, also known as Christmas disease, results from a deficiency in. Options are factor 8, factor 7, factor 9, factor 11. So for this, the correct answer is factor 9 is the correct answer, which is also called as Christmas factor. That's why hemophilia B is also called as Christmas disease. Let's see the next question. When one gene masks the expression of another gene, so that is called as. Options are linkage, codominance, epistasis, mutation. For this, the correct answer is epistasis. So let's see the next question. Which of the following traits in humans is typically associated with Y-linked inheritance? Options are color blindness, hypertrichosis, webbling of toes, all of the above. So for this, the correct answer is all of the above. These three characters, they are showing Y-linked inheritance. That means they are only expressed in males. Let's see the next question. In a certain flower, the presence of a dominant allele P results in purple flowers. However, another gene controls the pigment production. The dominant allele capital C allows pigment production, while small c results in no pigment in white flowers. Regardless of the P, what type of gene interaction is this? Options are complementary gene action, dominant epistasis, recessive epistasis, incomplete dominance. For this, the correct answer is dominant epistasis. So here the dominant gene capital C that won't allows the expression of small c. So that is nothing but masking of gene, that is comes under a category dominant epistasis. Let's see the next question. Polydactyly, a condition in humans characterized by the presence of extra fingers or toes is typically caused by? Options are an X-linked recessive allele, an autosomal recessive allele, an autosomal dominant allele, a Y-linked dominant allele. For this, the correct answer is polydactyly is an autosomal dominant allele, is caused by an autosomal dominant allele. Let's see the next question. If two alleles of a gene are both expressed in a heterozygote and the phenotype shows characteristics of both the alleles, that condition is called as. Options are codominance, complete dominance, incomplete dominance, recessive inheritance. For this, the correct answer is codominance. When both the alleles expressed same in F1 hybrid, that is called as the codominance. Let's see the next question. Alkaptonuria, a genetic disorder characterized by the excretion of dark urine, is caused by the abnormal catabolism of an amino acid. Options are phenylalanine, valine, tyrosine, tryptophan. For this, the correct answer is tyrosine. Let's see the next question. A gene that affects the multiple phenotypic traits is called. Options are an epistatic gene, a regulatory gene, a pleiotropic gene, a linked gene. For this, the correct answer is a pleiotropic gene. Let's see the next question. Organelle inheritance is discovered by. Options are Rhodes, Ruth Sagar, William Corens. It was first discovered by the scientist Ruth Sagar. Let's see the next question. Two genes are involved in fruit shape in squash. The presence of at least one dominant allele of either gene A or B results in disc-shaped fruit. Only when both genes are homozygous recessive, that means small a, small b is the fruit long. This is an example of. Options are duplicate gene action, complementary gene action, dominant epistasis, recessive epistasis. So this is called duplicate gene action. Let's see the next question. A person with blood type O has which antibody in their plasma? Options are A antibodies, anti B antibodies, both anti A and anti B antibodies, no antibodies. For this, the correct answer is both A and anti-A and anti-B antibodies. Let's see the next question. If the pocky strain in the fungus Neurospora crassa is characterized by a mutation affecting its. Options are nucleus, cell wall, mitochondria, ribosomes. For this, the correct answer is mitochondria. Let's see the next question. Which blood type is considered the universal donor because its red blood cells have no A or B antigens? Options are A, B, AB, O. For this, the correct answer is O blood group. They are considered as universal donors. Let's see the next question. Male sterility lines, a crucial tool in hybrid seed production, were first discovered in which plant species? Options are rice, wheat, maize, sorghum. For this, the correct answer is male sterility lines were first discovered in maize. Let's see the next question. Which blood type is considered the universal recipient because of its plasma has no anti-A and anti-B antibodies? Options are A, B, AB, O. So for this, the correct answer is AB. Let's see the next question. Kappa particles, cytoplasmic elements known for inducing a particular phenotype, are found in which organisms? Let's see the options. Drosophila melanogaster, Escherichia coli, Limnia peregrina, Paramecium aurelia. For this, the correct answer is kappa particles. They are found in Limnia peregrina. Let's see the next question. A person with blood type AB has which antigen on their red blood cells? Options are A antigens, B antigens, both A and B antigens, no antigens. For this, the correct answer is both A and B antigens. Let's see the next question. The ABO blood group system is determined by how many alleles? Options are 2 alleles, 3 alleles, 4 alleles, 1 allele. 3 alleles is the correct answer. Let's see the next question. In certain strains of paramecium, kappa particles produce a toxic substance known as. Options are colicin, toxin T, paramecin, interferon. For this, the correct answer is paramecin. Let's see the next question. A person with blood type B has which antibodies in their plasma? Options are anti-A antibodies, anti-B antibodies, anti-A and anti-B antibodies, no antibodies. For this, the correct answer is anti-A antibodies. Let's see the next question. Satellite chromosome is rich in. Options are rich in RNA, rich in DNA, deficient in RNA, deficient in RNA. Sorry, DNA. For this, the correct answer is rich in RNA. Satellite chromosome is rich in RNA. Let's see the next question. The RH factor is another important blood group system. A person who is RH positive has which antigen on their blood on their red blood cells? Options are RH antigen, anti-RH antibody, A and B antigens, no antigens related to RH. For this, the correct answer is RH antigen is the correct answer. Let's see the next question. What is the name of the technique used to obtain a heterokaryon? Options are interspecific hybridization, intergeneric hybridization, somatic hybridization, intervarietal hybridization. For this, the correct answer is interspecific hybridization, through which we can get heterokaryon. Let's see the next question. A person who is Rh negative will produce anti-Rh antibodies if they are exposed to. Options are Rh negative blood, Rh positive blood, type A blood, type O blood. For this, the correct answer is Rh positive blood. Let's see the next question. Which one of the following is caused by the chemical fibromouracil, which is a base analog? Options are transitions, transversions, frame shift mutation, translocation. For this, the correct answer is transitions. Let's see the next question. If a mother is Rh negative and her fetus is Rh positive, there is a risk of. Options are hemophilia, erythroblastosis fetalis, sickle cell anemia, leukemia. For this, the correct answer is erythroblastosis fetalis. Let's see the next question. Genetic races of a species with heritable variations that differentiated due to interplay with environmental conditions is called. Options are Eckerd's, ecotypes, syntypes, ecoclines. For this, the correct answer is ecoclines is the correct answer. Let's see the next question. Who of the following first used the term mutation to describe the heritable phenotypic changes? Options are L. J. Stadler, C. Auerbach, H. J. Muller, H. Hugo de Vries. For this, the correct answer is Hugo de Vries is the correct answer. Okay. Okay students, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe my channel. So keep watching my channel. Thank you.